Hi there, welcome back to Code Conyo. So for today, we're going to talk about cryptography. Okay, so recall that discrete mathematics is the study of mathematics confined to the set of integers, while the applications of fields of continuous mathematics such as calculus and algebra are obvious to many. The applications of discrete mathematics may at first be obscure. Nevertheless, discrete math forms the basis of many real world scientific fields, especially in computer science. The primary techniques learned in a discrete math or discrete structures courses can be applied to many different fields. So, what is the role of discrete math in cryptography? So, the field of cryptography, which is the study of how to create security structures and passwords for computers and other electronic systems, it's actually based entirely on discrete mathematics. This is partly because computers send information in a discrete continuous, discrete, separate or distinct, which are called bits. Okay, and number theory is one of the important part of discrete math, which allows cryptographers to create and break numerical passwords. Because of this quantity of money and the amount of confidential information involved, cryptographers must first have a solid background in number theory and to show they can provide secure passwords and encrypt methods. So, the cryptography is the science of using mathematics to encrypt and decrypt uh, the data, our data. It's the study of secure information techniques that allows only the sender and the intended recipient of a message to view its content. The term is derived from the Greek word which is cryptos, which means hidden. It is closely associated to encryption, which is the act of scrambling ordinary text into what's known as or ciphertext, and then back again upon arrival. In addition, cryptography also covers the obfuscation of information in the images using techniques such as microdots or let's say merging. Ancient Egyptian were known to use these early methods in complex hieroglyphics or hieroglyphics. And Roman Emperor Julius Caesar is credited as or with using one of the first modern ciphers. Okay, so basically, cryptography is, as I've said, it's a method of protecting information and communication through the use of codes. So the only those for whom the information is intended can read and process it. So in computer science, cryptography refers to the secure information and communication techniques derived from mathematical concepts and a set of rule-based calculations, which is called an algorithm, which it's then transformed messages in ways that are hard to decipher. Then These deterministic algorithms are used for cryptographic key generation, digital signing, verification to protect data privacy, web browsing on the internet, and confidential communication such as doing transactions with our credit card and while we are using our emails. Okay, so the primary objectives of cryptography is, I mean, modern cryptography concerns itself with this following objectives. So, number one, we have confidentiality. Uh, when we talk about confidentiality, this the information cannot be understood by anyone for whom it may or it was intended. So the second one is integrity. It's the highest form of honesty, as we say. It says that's the it refers to that the information cannot be altered in storage or transit between sender to an intended receiver without alteration being detected. And this third one is non-repudiation. So this means that the creator or the sender of the information cannot deny at a later stage their intentions in creation or transmission of the information. And the fourth one, which is authentication. So when we talk about authentication, the sender and receiver can confirm each other's identity and origin or destination of the information. So these are some of the terminologies that are important for you to familiar with. So we have plain text. So plain text refers to the original message. So this is the human readable form message. So next is if we're going to encrypt that plain text, it becomes ciphertext, and that is the coded message. This is something that human cannot understand because they are maybe uh, swap or they may be substituted by any different characters. So next is we have cipher. So cipher is an algorithm for transforming a plain text into a ciphertext. So in short, we do encryption, or it's a process of transforming plain text into ciphertext. And a key. So a key is usually uh, in Caesar cipher, we use a numerical key. Sometimes we use characters. This is to this is what we use in encrypting our plain text. So encipher or encrypt is converting plain text to ciphertext, and we have decipher or we do decryption is a process of recovering or getting back the original message. Then cryptography is the study of encryption principles or methods. And then we have also a person or I mean we have also here cryptanalysis or some sort of code breaking. This is the study of principles or methods of deciphering ciphertext without knowing the key. It's because again there are people who are often like curious about the message, or let's say you're going to break some passwords or like that, those that are uh, securely uh, those that are securely stored. I mean, there are actually people who are said to be intruders. They or something like in database we call this process as SQL injections. So we might there are people who are actually going to do that to the extent. So this is also there are instances that we do this for good intention, no code breaking, and there are actually a lot of movies related to that. So there's another one which is cryptology. Um, it's the field of both cryptography and cryptanalysis. So this is the conventional encryption. So as we have mentioned, encryption is we it's a process of converting a plain text to a what they call this one a ciphertext. So right here we have the plain text. After we do the process of encryption, the encrypted text or ciphertext is placed somewhere else, probably into our computers that is saved, and then after that we use the decryption is a way to get back that information so that it is readable to human or to the receiver, of course. Okay, so again, this is example. So we have here memo. It says that it's confidential. It's let's say a letter or something like an agreement or what between two parties. So it is when it is sent to an email, it must be encrypted. So not just it has password, it has a password, but of course, when it is sent to an email, uh, not everyone can actually just read it. So it can be, it will be more safe. It will be encrypted in a way that like majority of us cannot understand. And especially because if we are, I mean, if you don't have the key, we are not able to decipher it. So encryption, then it becomes like this in ciphertext, and then once it is, um, you have the key and you're able to decipher it, it uh, you are able to actually read the real or the original message. So another example, so a hello world, upon encryption, this becomes like this. So it's not readable now. And as per the PPT is depicting the ciphertext, you have here some of the like symbols. So probably this is like a substitution encryption. And then once it is decrypted, it becomes hello world. Okay. So what happened? Yeah, so I guess that's all for now. And thank you guys for watching this video. So see you guys in my next uh, topic. Bye bye.